One single Cinnabon cinnamon roll is 880 calories and 12 grams of protein. That is pish posh. Instead, you could eat 4 of these homemade protein cinnamon rolls and you would get in less calories and 5 times as much protein. These are soft, these are fluffy, they're coated in sweet icing, and they are absolutely addicting. This is gonna be your new favorite way to get in protein. Cinnamon rolls are incredibly high calorie, especially Cinnabon. Cinnabon doesn't care about your calories or macros, but I do. I'm gonna show you in this video how to make high protein, low calorie cinnamon rolls. The macros and calories on the cinnamon rolls are so good. We start by making the dough. It only requires 2 ingredients. We start by adding regular ass flour to a bowl, 1 3/4 cup or exactly 210 grams. This is actually self-rising flour, but if you don't have self-rising flour, use regular flour, add some baking powder to it, and it's essentially the same thing. Remember, if you're using regular flour, baking powder, not baking soda. Baking powder reacts with heat, so when we bake the cinnamon rolls, then the bubbles are gonna form, it's gonna get nice and fluffy. Baking soda needs an acid to get things to rise and be fluffy. To your flour, add in 1 cup or 225 grams of non-fat plain Greek yogurt. Traditional cinnamon rolls are made with butter, flour, eggs, yeast. It's just high effort and high calorie that's pish posh. This is low effort and it's low calorie. It's just Greek yogurt and flour and you mix it together. And half of the ingredients, Greek yogurt is one of the best protein sources out there. Mix together your flour and Greek yogurt. It's gonna take some time to mix. You gotta be patient and you gotta mix it for a while. It's gonna look too dry. It's gonna look like you need to add more Greek yogurt, but don't, because then it's gonna be a batter and we don't want a batter. You want a dough, it needs time. Just keep mixing and eventually it's gonna come together like this. Take it and fold it on top of each other. You just grab the dough, fold, push, stretch, fold, push. Do this for another 3 to 5 minutes. We're gonna let this dough sit for 5 minutes before we stretch it out so the flour can hydrate and absorb more moisture. Make the filling, except it's gonna be a fraction of the calories of regular cinnamon rolls because it's gonna be super low sugar and super low fat. We're gonna start by adding erythritol, my absolute favorite sweetener, into a bowl. We're gonna need 1/4 cup of this, or exactly 48 grams. I never have brown sugar on hand. Instead, I have white sugar, sugar-free sugar, and molasses. Anytime a recipe needs brown sugar, I just add a little bit of molasses to the white sugar. Before you mix this up, there's one ingredient we have to add to it. That is light butter. When you go to the grocery store, there are a shit ton of butters available. Regular butter is 110 calories per tablespoon. Light butter, only 35 calories per tablespoon. I'm using imperial butter. If you go to the grocery store, there are 2 kinds of imperial butters. One is 70 calories per tablespoon and one is 35 calories per tablespoon. That's because the one that's 70 calories per tablespoon has more vegetable oil than this one. Be careful, read the nutrition labels. Add in 2 tablespoons or 28 grams of light butter into a bowl and pop it into your microwave for 20 to 30 seconds until it is completely melted and liquidy. Add in your melted butter into your brown sugar mixture and mix everything together until it... Oh no, we forgot an ingredient, cinnamon. Cinnamon is essential to this recipe. I can't believe we almost forgot the name of the thing in the title. Add 1 tablespoon of cinnamon into this. I'm not using a measuring cup, it's around 10 spanks of cinnamon. Add it in and mix this all together until it forms a nice filling. Now set your filling aside, it's time to roll out the dough. I'm using an oil can because I don't have a rolling pin, but use whatever you got. Use a whipped cream bottle, use this, use a mason jar, use a watermelon for all I care, just roll out the dough. Remember, every time you roll, flip it so it doesn't stick to the silicone mat, even though nothing sticks to the silicone mat. It's just safer to roll and then flip and then roll again. And remember to also roll this way. It's not just about length, it's about girth as well. Keep flipping, rolling, flipping, rolling, flipping, rolling until you've rolled out the dough into a nice long rectangle. This entire dough rolled out is around 13 inches by 9 inches. I used this silicone mat to measure something else and it was nowhere near 13 inches. This is not a perfect rectangle, but that's okay. It's gonna be fine. Add in all your filling and spread it evenly across this entire dough. This filling edge to edge, baby. It smells beautiful. It's cinnamony, it's buttery, it's sugary. The molasses gives it a nice nutty smell and taste. It's fantastic. Then cut this into 6 cinnamon rolls, 6 long strips, actually 5 strips, not 6 cuts, and then you roll each one into a cinnamon roll. Check out my fat loss cookbook, over 100 recipes, and I'm constantly updating it, and when you buy it once, you get all future updates for free. I lost over 100 pounds, and I went from looking like this to looking like this. If you want me to personally coach you one-on-one to help you get in the best shape of your life, hit the link in the description down below. Roll up your strips to form 6 cinnamon rolls, preheat your oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, get a baking sheet, line it with some parchment because nothing ever sticks to parchment, and add in all your cinnamon buns. There's some butter left, I'm pouring it right on top. We don't want to waste any of this good stuff. Put them in the oven and bake for around 20 minutes until it is golden brown and completely cooked. Your house will smell so freaking good, you'll know they're done. While the cinnamon rolls are baking, let's make a frosting. It's going to be super quick and super easy. 2 ingredients, just like the dough. The first ingredient is going to be some protein powder. You want to use a vanilla protein powder because cinnamon rolls have a vanilla icing, and we don't need to use vanilla extract when you're using a vanilla-based protein powder. Use a protein powder that you really like the taste of, because if you don't, everything goes to shit. I'm using Legion's protein powder because the texture is super fine, so it makes the icing really smooth. Also, French vanilla is a fantastic flavor. Use code Rahul if you want to support the channel or buy anything from Legion. Link in description down below. This icing is going to be 2 scoops or 60 grams of protein powder and then almond milk, just enough to get a thick icing consistency. Add a little bit at a time, mix. Then add a little bit more, mix. If you add too much almond milk, you get a protein shake. You can't do shit with that. And mix until you get a thick icing. 20 minutes later, look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Take them out of the oven. Ooh, this is hot. Let them rest for a couple minutes. Take this icing, drizzle it all over your cinnamon rolls, bathe your cinnamon rolls in this icing, or drizzle it on, or use it as a dipping station on the side. Do whatever you want, but I'm gonna cover and slather all of my cinnamon rolls with this delicious icing. The calories and macros per cinnamon roll: 203 calories, 15 grams of protein, 30 grams of carbs, and only 1 gram of fat. Super low carb, very low calorie, pretty high protein. Alright, bro, you ready to try these?
Yeah.
Take your cinnamon roll.
Thank you.
Alright. Which one do I pick? Okay, I'm gonna take this one. Ready? Cheers.
Cheers.
You good?
It's really good, bro.
No, I bit the top. That's not good. This is psychopath shit, bro. I'm not supposed to eat it from the top. I'm supposed to spin it and unwind it.
Is that how you're supposed to eat it?
You're supposed to eat it like a fruit roll-up, like this.
Too late.
You bit the tip? That's not good. Not good. Dude, the inside is my favorite part. You eat the outside, and then the inside is like really soft, a little bit undercooked. It tastes better.
Sauce is really good too.
Guess what's in it?
Greek yogurt.
Mm-mm.
Protein powder.
Mm-hmm.
Sugar-free syrup.
Mm-mm.
Is it protein powder and almond milk?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Legion French vanilla hit and get it. Get it now. Dude, it like kind of resembles like cream cheese icing. Have you ever had Cinnabon? Me neither. Like literally never in my life. Cause like anytime I would go to the mall, there's like Auntie Anne's.
Yeah, I just go there.
Auntie Anne's is so much better than Cinnabon. I don't even understand why people eat Cinnabon. You gotta get the Auntie Anne's soft pretzel, the jalapeno one. No, the garlic one, because they have that garlic powder right on top of it. And you get the cheese dipping sauce, and then you... No one screenshot that. Want to get in the best shape of your life? I can write you a custom diet plan, or I can coach you one-on-one personally to help you reach your goals. Links in the description down below.